Sometimes the moments that resonate most online are the ones that don't try to make a statement at all. That's exactly what happened when Casey Nezhoda, known to millions from Storage Wars, shared a recent photo that quietly cut through the noise of social media. There were no filters smoothing reality away, no strategic angles, no performance of perfection. It was simply Casey, present, relaxed, and unedited. And in a digital world built on spectacle, that simplicity felt surprisingly powerful. The reaction was immediate, but not chaotic. Instead of controversy or critique, fans responded with warmth. People recognized something rare, a public figure choosing comfort over curation. The image didn't demand attention, yet it earned it, precisely because it felt honest. In a space where appearance is often treated like a product, Casey's photo reminded viewers that authenticity still carries weight. Casey's relationship with the public didn't begin overnight. For years on Storage Wars, audiences have seen her navigate business decisions, competition, and on-screen dynamics with confidence and humor. Alongside her husband Renee, she built a reputation grounded in consistency rather than theatrics. That long-term visibility matters. When someone shares a genuine moment after years of showing up the same way, people believe it. Trust changes how moments are received, and Casey has earned that trust by never pretending to be anything she isn't. What made this particular photo stand out wasn't just the absence of polish, it was the ease behind it. There was no visible effort to impress or explain. Casey didn't frame the image as a lesson, a challenge, or a declaration. She simply existed in the frame, comfortable in her own presence. That quiet confidence sent a message without words. Self-acceptance doesn't need an announcement. Online culture often rewards extremes. Images are designed to shock, inspire envy, or invite judgment. Against that backdrop, realism feels almost rebellious. Casey's photo disrupted the expectation that public figures must constantly perform or justify their appearance. By showing herself as she is, she normalized something many people rarely see reflected back at them. Real bodies, real moments, real confidence. The fan response revealed just how hungry people are for that realism. Comments weren't about aesthetics. They were about relief. Fans thanked her for being relatable, for reminding them that confidence isn't tied to fitting a narrow ideal. Some shared how the image made them feel less alone in their own skin. That kind of reaction doesn't come from trend-driven content. It comes from connection. Representation plays a quiet but crucial role here. Seeing someone familiar and respected show up without alteration challenges the idea that visibility belongs only to perfection. Casey didn't present herself as an example or spokesperson, yet her presence became meaningful because it reflected reality rather than fantasy. That kind of representation isn't loud or branded, it's human. Reality television often complicates authenticity. While it promises real people, it's filtered through editing, storylines, and heightened drama. Casey's off-screen moment reminded fans that there's a difference between being on TV and being a person. By sharing something unproduced, she reclaimed space outside the narrative of the show. It allowed audiences to see her not as a character, but as herself. Perhaps the most striking part of the moment was what Casey chose not to do. She didn't apologize, she didn't explain, she didn't soften the moment with humor or deflection. In a culture where people feel pressure to justify their appearance, that silence spoke volumes. It suggested that being comfortable doesn't require permission. Social media continues to shape unrealistic standards, often rewarding illusion over truth. Casey didn't challenge that system directly, but she offered an alternative. Sometimes change doesn't arrive through confrontation. Sometimes it shows up quietly in a single image that reminds people they don't need to be edited to be worthy. This moment will eventually fade from feeds, as all posts do, but its impact lingers in the feeling it created, a sense that being real still matters. Casey Nezhoda didn't try to inspire anyone, yet she did. By simply showing up as herself, she reminded people that confidence isn't something you manufacture. It's something you allow, and in a world obsessed with appearances, that reminder feels more valuable than ever.